Hello everyone, today I would like to go over some guidelines on post-race stewarding video submissions for reporting any incidents within RCI. We as stewards 100% of the time need a couple specific angles for these videos. Those angles are an in-car cam as well as a chase cam. When there are two cars involved in the incident, you should get both cars' angles. If there are more cars, include more angles. TV cams absolutely do not work for stewarding purposes. It is nearly impossible to see the line in which each car is taking. The helicam can be used for this purpose. However, keep in mind it should be used sparingly and really only for specific situations, as it does at least capture an overall perspective better than any TV cam will. However, it's still never as good as a chase cam and or a in-car camera. Now, as you'll see on the screen, I'm looking at an incident as we go into turn 1 of Monza. This is just in an open lobby that I recorded. And what you'll notice is that on the bottom right, the HUD is active, right? You'll see it on the left side as well, but the actual HUD is active. And this is very important because as stewards, we use the throttle and braking inputs quite often, as well as the steering inputs from the in-car cameras to really nail down exactly how everyone was behaving in each situation. So I'm going to go ahead and play out this clip, and we're going to take a look. So we're going to see this Nissan come into this corner here, and what's going to happen is the BMW gets really close to him. You'll see the Nissan kind of clip him a little bit, come out of the corner, and the Nissan, again, pushes the BMW around, tags him a couple times, and then walks off. So that's the chase cam from the Nissan's point of view. Now, in this case, I probably didn't need to include the BMW camera as well as the Nissan camera. One of them probably would have been fine, but this is just an example, so I thought I would be thorough. So there's both chase cameras, and now you'll see me jump back, and I'm going to switch over to the in-car camera. This particular one just happens to be the helmet cam, but whichever in-car camera is fine. I do like being able to see the wheel from a stewarding perspective, but you can really see a different perspective from this, from what you can see. You can really see what the driver is actually seeing compared to even the chase cam. Now, while we do judge off the chase cam quite often, it is very nice to have these in-car cams, especially for tight situations like chicanes where you're running side by side. Yeah, sometimes we can keep that in mind for what's going on. Now, what I'm also going to suggest is possibly, since there was a car in this situation, as I'm going to jump back here, there was a car following these guys. You'll see the BMW kind of tag him on the way by, so that's that Ferrari there in the background. And here's a helicam shot, by the way, so you can see that how reasonable that works as a helicam compared to, say, a TV camera, because that TV camera just doesn't work very well. But you can actually see the lines in the helicam. Not something we want to see often. Again, the chase cams are usually a lot easier, but that does work. And here's the Ferrari camera, as I mentioned. So this is something, he did see the incident as it was coming up. So, he can see kind of what's tapped around and everything like that. And, even though he wasn't necessarily directly involved in the incident, he got caught there just a touch. Having that camera perspective there as well is definitely helpful. So yeah, that is an excellent video example of what we need to have for our post-race stewarding incidents. We have a lot of people submit us videos that are just one singular angle, especially with a TV cam, and realistically, there's just no way to actually judge those incidents. So I hope that moving forward, you guys can use this video and a text guide that I will post along with it as an example, and you can submit videos in for these post-stewarding incidents, and we can get these incidents taken care of, voted for you guys, and pushed out as we would all expect.